Okay, thank you for joining me today. Let's get started. Always with our warm-ups, find a comfortable position with your feet, shoulders width apart maybe. Weight is even in the whole foot. And we're gonna start at the top, just warming up the neck. So chin to chest and lifting back up. Never going to the point of pain, just a gentle stretch. Take a moment, focus on your breath. One more time, looking up. Chin comes back to chest and then to neutral. We'll then move over the shoulders, so side to side, keeping those shoulders down. The head is suspended, lifted from above. One more round, looking over the shoulders. We'll come back to center and then chin to chest, ear to shoulder, dropping the head back and around. Again, reconnect with your breath. Feel the difference as the chin draws to the chest and the throat opens. This time coming back to center and the other direction. One more circle. Always ending chin to chest and lifting gently back up. Take a deep breath and then we're going to move into the shoulders. So we'll draw them back, shoulder blades together, up and around. And you can have as little or as much arm movement as you'd like. If you want to switch it up and do full arm circles, feel free. Follow your own body. If you want to lift and hold for a second and then come back down, whatever it is. Let's go the other direction. So up and then back and down. Forward, up, back and down, or nice large circles. Maybe you feel the need to reach and extend at the top and then lower back down. Just follow your own body. You guys should know the warm-ups now. All right, do one more, then let them hang. Maybe shake them out, let them find neutral again. And then we'll move into the elbows. And we're gonna hold our arms up, always working on our rounding. So rotating, use the elbows, double ward off, rotate like wave hands like clouds, fingertips point down, very nice. This is for our joints and for our practice. I want you to get used to the rotating the forearms. Maybe we come to ward off and then we go back down, rotate at the center, and then we're gonna push down. Rotate, very nice. So think about the form as you do this. We're pushing down. This is the rotation. This is what we're working on. One more time, and then we'll just push down. Okay, let's move into our waist. Maybe our wrists are a little bit more warmed up. You can roll them for a second if you'd like. Always a comfortable position, and then turning from the waist or the lower back. So arms and hug a tree if you'd like. You can bend your knees if you'd like, leaning from the hips, and we rotate side to side. Getting used to that turning while keeping our knees in line with our feet. If you'd like, relax the arms, and you can twist a little bit more. It's up to you. We just want to get used to this feeling. We want to draw this into our form. Maybe we ease off the swinging, we ease off the turn if we're hugging a tree, come back to center, and we'll just let the arms come down. Very nice. So hips are next. Comfortable position of the feet. If you'd like to take it wider, feel free. And we're going to rotate so you can place hands on the hips or keep them to the side, circling the hips. As large of a circle or as small as a circle as you'd like. As quick or as slow as you'd like to move. One more circle around and then we'll go the other way. Again, take a moment, focus on your breath. Notice how it changes. We want smooth, even, and continuous, just like our form. Maybe one more. We'll come back to center, and then we'll move into the knees. All right, let's place our hands on our knees, feet together today, and just circling. So we'll do a couple of circles one way. If you want to do a double, 2 circles, feel free, and then we'll go the other direction. Couple of small circles. Our section's getting longer, so we'll kind of move through the warm-ups a little faster. And then return, coming up. And let's just take a couple of lifts with our legs, okay? So find balance on one leg. Let's open up our hips a little bit. Lifting up, arms out to the side if you'd like. Lift up, open the hip. Get a nice rotation here. Open. And you don't have to lift up high to feel this opening of the hip here. We're challenging our balance and opening our hips for our kicks. Good, relax that leg down. Find your balance and let's lift again. So you can do a small lift. You could hold if that feels better or do a large circle. It's up to you. I just want to help open your hips, help you become aware of your balance. One more and then release. Find center and maybe just shake it out. Anything that feels good. Let's just get the energy flowing. Yes. And then we'll ease off the shaking. Okay. Warmed up and ready to go? Okay. So as always, we're going to start with our practice. So we'll start at that first cross hands and we're going to move all the way through to the second strike tiger. Today, we're going to work on the next 2 movements after that, and we'll see how we do, okay? So we'll practice one time, all facing the same direction, starting at cross hands. Feet are shoulders distance apart, right hand on the outside. Shift your weight, turning. Embrace tiger, return to the mountain. Roll back, turn, press, touching the forearm. Open up, sit up the palms and push. Flattening the arms, transitioning just like single whip, except we're going into fist under elbow. Repulse monkey, number 1. Natural step back. Number 2, use that arm rotation. And 3, hand in front of the shoulder when you step back. Diagonal flying, big circle with the arms. Open up, splitting energy. Raise hands and step forward. Open up the arms. Use your waist as you close. White crane. Close and step. Open up. Empty stance on the toes. Brush knee. Arms are in the back when you step. Open. Strike. Needle at sea bottom. Stepping closer in. Pull back. Come up. Change to the ball of the foot. Sink down. Fan through the back. Touching the wrist. Step for bow stance. Open up. Turn body. Chop with fist. Chopping with the foot touch. Striking with the weight moving forward. Parry, block, and punch. Connect out. Step, parry to the side. Leg and arm come out together. And punch. Grasping the bird's tail. Ward off, right. Roll back. Press. and push. Single whip. Left arm's turning first, making a hook. We show blocking and striking. Wave hands like clouds. Arms come to the side. Show pulling. Warding off, rotate at the forearm. Step double wide. Shoulder width. Double wide. And then to the corner. Single whip. High pat on horse. Empty stance on the ball of the foot, striking to the throat. Arms open, horizontal circles. Separation kick. Turn the body, close the arms. Stand up, look, and kick. Bend the knee, change the arms. Sitting down, circle the arms. Close by turning the body. Stand up, look, and kick. Bend the knee. Turning, first to the corner, straighten the leg. Turn, touch if you'd like. Stand up, and left heel kick. Bend the knee. Brush knee, right arm comes in front, circles down. Open up, and strike. Other side, brush knee. Punching down, transition just like brush knee. Both arms travel to the side together, make a fist. Punching to your opponent's knee. Turn body, chop with fist, blocking your head. Relax the foot, step out, chop. Bow stance and strike. Parry, block, and punch. Connect out, circle the arms down. Step, parry to the side, and block and punch. Right heel kick. Warding off. Open the fist. Connect the arms, standing up. Heel kick. Bend the knee. Strike tiger, stepping down on one line. Left arm comes across, step and look. Both arms circle, making fists at the end. Move back your weight. Arms don't change. Turn. Relax the arms down to the side. Step out and look. 2 circles, making fists at the end. Good. Relax. How do we feel about the section so far? Good. Any questions on the strike tigers we did last week? Looks good, Veronica. Okay, so I will show you what, oh, I can't hear you, you're on mute. Okay, all right, so we're gonna work on first is a heel kick. Transitioning to the heel kick is gonna be a little bit different, but we are familiar with what a heel kick is. And then we have a little turn into twin fist, strike opponent's ears. Okay, so I will show you from the normal position first, and then we'll kind of spin it around and break it down. So I'm facing away from you in the normal position. The left foot opens, the right arm connects out. You're gonna rotate your arm, rotate your foot, connect, stand up, heel kick, bend the knee. Okay, that's what we're gonna work on today. So we already know how to make kicking arms. It's just a little bit of a different transition from the stance and the arms, okay? So we start in a normal bow stance with our left foot forward, okay? So, or sorry, right foot forward, okay? So what we're gonna do for this movement, my right leg is forward. I'm going to open my left leg to the corner, so both of my legs are going to be at an awkward angle for a second, but I immediately bring the weight forward and rotate my right foot to straight. So we're going from a bow stance in the straight direction, almost to a bow stance in a corner direction, okay? So if our right foot is forward, you're leaning forward. Remember, we're leaning from our fold in our hips. We're gonna open our leg, our foot to the corner, shift your weight into your left leg and rotate your right foot to closed. At that point, we're just gonna continue to shift our weight forward so we can stand up, and we're gonna do a right heel kick. So we all know how to do a heel kick, right? We feel comfortable with that movement. The transition is a new transition that we haven't done yet, okay? How do we feel about that? Any questions on the footwork there? Good? I didn't get any thumbs up. I said questions and you're like blank stared. I was like, uh-oh, do we not get it?
Can you do it in the correct direction, please?
Yes. So the correct direction I would be facing this way. So you open up your left foot, the weight pours forward, and then you rotate your back foot to closed. So it's almost a bow stance to the corner direction, but it's a transition because we're immediately gonna stand up and then heel kick. Does that help, Michelle?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay. So the arm movements, okay? I'll demonstrate from the correct direction. Our left arm is underneath, okay? We're in strike tiger. What's gonna happen is we're gonna open our foot, our left arm's gonna connect out. So it's someone's punching, you're connecting out, okay? So from this direction, I'll move closer. You open up your foot and you're gonna connect out. So as you connect out, your right arm is gonna come down. So you end up in a ward off and your other fist is pointing down because then it's gonna rotate. Everyone knows what we just did, right? All those warm-ups, rotating. We're gonna put that into play here, rotate. You're gonna rotate and close, okay? So from our fair lady, we turn our foot, or strike tiger, sorry guys. We turn our foot, we're gonna connect out. So your weight needs to move forward so you can connect to someone's arm. Then we're gonna rotate our foot and rotate our arm to connect together. Okay, so there's a couple of key moments there. We have our starting point, our foot opens, our waist begins to turn. Then we have our connection point, we've ward off, our right arm is sitting, then we rotate our arm and connect, then we stand up and kick. Okay, is that clear? How are we doing with the rotation? Let me see your rotation. So if we're in our strike tiger, our right arm's overhead, ward off and connect out. Let's see what this looks like. Good, shoulders and elbows down. Turn your body, connect and rotate the arm. And kick. Okay, I have to say, it looks really good. Okay, it looks really good. You guys are using your elbows and your shoulders to rotate. This is what I want you to do, okay? If we're not rotating, maybe our chest is too open, maybe our shoulders are up. If we can connect these things together, our form is gonna improve and we're gonna feel more energetic and more breath, okay? So let's do it together a couple of times. We'll skip the kick part, but let's do the transition. So step out in a natural stance, strike tiger, right arm's overhead, left arm's punching to the side body. Rotate your left foot, waist starts opening. Move your weight forward, connect out, ward off. Rotate your left foot and left arm, connect. kicking arms. Stand up, and then you would open the fist as you kick. Good. Let's do it again. I'm gonna face you this time so I can take a little peek at what's going on. Okay, so right foot's forward, right arm's overhead, strike tiger. Turn your foot open to the side, connect out, rotate your foot and close your arms, stand up, and then it would be a heel kick. Very nice. How does it feel? I know what it looks like to me, but how does it feel? Good? How is your breath? Are you breathing through the kicks? How's your balance? No? Okay, let's focus on our breath for a moment as we do this, okay? That's gonna help our balance. So, natural stance. Inhale, open the foot. Exhale, connect out. Inhale, maybe we close the arms. We could take a longer inhale and stand up if you'd like and kick. Did we think about that more? Good. Okay, let's do it one more time. No cues on the breathing, but I want you to focus on the breathing, okay? So stepping out. Take a deep breath, holding the posture for just one breath. On your next breath, let's open up, connect, rotate the arm and the leg, connection, stand up, and kick, bending the knee. Was it better now that we were breathing? Yes. Okay, so the breath is really, really important in Tai Chi. So once you get to a point that your breathing is flowing the whole time, after you practice Tai Chi, you feel more energized than you felt before. Okay, that's because your body is more relaxed. Just like if you were sleeping and you'd have more breath while you're sleeping and you feel refreshed, that's kind of what you get from Tai Chi, even if you're really, really tired. I promise, because I've been moonlighting, renovating a house, and Tai Chi makes me energized no matter what's going on. So let's do it again. Focus on your breath the whole time, okay? Stepping, natural stance, okay? Natural bow stance, stepping out. Nice big breath. And when you're ready, turn the foot, connect out with the weight moving forward, rotate the foot and the arm, closing the arms, stand up, heel kick, opening the palms. Yes. Okay, any questions on that new transition? Nope. Okay, let's move on. So it's a little movement, but it can be a difficult movement. So if I was going this direction, now you'll see why. This would be our connection, turn and rotate, stand up, kick, bend the knee. What we're gonna do is our foot is to the corner direction, our kicking leg was to straight. We're gonna rotate on our left heel and we're gonna do a little turn to the side. Now this little turn can provide many challenges, okay? One thing with this turn, when we do this, we don't want to see your knee go from whatever height it is and drop down and come back up. Can you guys see that? If I'm here, I don't want to go like this. Once our leg is up, no matter what level that is, we want to keep it at that same level. Now, in order to do this, you need to use the heel of your foot. And if you are on rubber shoes, on carpet or hard wood, it might be very difficult, okay? To practice this, you can use a pair of socks, but be very, very careful, or use your bare foot so then you have full connection, okay? It is a tiny movement. Yes, love it. So you have to work with your situation, like in your practice environment, right? So depending on your flooring, it's gonna be different, your flooring and your shoes. But what we want is we want you to be lifting up, okay? You're gonna have to lift your toes just a tiny bit. It's like a little jump of your foot. where you're on the heel of your foot and you're going from this to this, 45 to straight. That's all you're doing, 45 to straight. But it can be a big challenge. Okay, our arms for this position, we've kicked and our arms are out to the side. When we do this turn, our arms are going to close. So our arms go from kicking arms and then they close together. Now, do you notice as I do this, my body is to the corner. If I kick straight, it's the waist turning. Okay, so when you do this, your waist turn brings your left arm in. Your right arm moves some, but your waist is going to help move the body. Good. Okay, so if we were in a straight direction with our arms, you don't even have to do the standing up. You can just go to the side, just kind of stand here. You're looking straight over your right palm. You're going to turn and your arms are going to end up to corner. So we're going from open to this corner, open to the other corner with our torso. Yes, and the arms are close together. They're not super close, but they're not open. So we're going from open arms to closed arms, palms facing up. Good. Yes, keep it a little higher though, so we don't sink down, okay? Because from this movement, we're gonna go from up here and then we're gonna pull down, okay? So when we do this movement, we stay kind of high, but we go from both palms sitting up to both palms rotated facing up. Good. Because from here, see, we're at a higher level. What's going to happen is we're going to pull down to our hips as we step down. So we want to go from up to down. Good. Now let's try to put it together, okay? I will go to the opposite direction so you can see the movement, okay? If you'd like me to change, Michelle or anyone else, please just let me know. So we've done our kick. Our arms are out. Right palm is straight ahead, left palm's behind you a little bit. Toes pointing down. Use your waist, turning. Arms come together. Good. Then the arms draw in as we step. Okay? And we'll talk about that more in a moment, but I just want you to feel comfortable with the turn. So your left foot is to the corner, your right knee is up, you've just kicked, the toes pointing down, arms are open. Use your waist, turning, arms come together. Good. Let's see one. This I can ask you to do. I know you guys can do, yes. Remember, shoulders down.
Do you end up in a left empty stance or right empty stance?
You stay on your left leg, so you do the turn.
Right empty stance, yeah.
So you're turning and you're still in kicking position, okay? So if I was starting, let's see, if I was starting from you, okay, see my knees up, I'm just gonna turn and my knee doesn't change.
Yeah, then put your leg down. Where does your leg go down then?
We're gonna step into a bow stance.
It is a left bow stance, okay.
Yes, I wanna talk about that in a minute. I just saw people need to step their foot down for a second.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yes. Yeah. Looks very good. Okay. Does anyone have any questions on the little turn? How do we feel about that rotation? Do we feel good? Do we feel stable? Wobbly? No. Yeah, no. This is a really hard turn. There's a fine balance between if you're standing up and you turn too much, right? It's a little tiny turn, okay? And I'm not even gonna use my arms, but you just, okay? It's a tiny turn. Use your body. Okay, I'm not turning like this, but I'm thinking about like a pole. okay? Running through my body, and that pole is gonna spin just a little bit. Does that help at all? I know. What's the issue, Sharon?
I had a severe head injury about 9 years ago, and my balance has never been very good, and so I really struggle with that.
This would be the hardest movement then. And then the other turn, right? The other first turn in this section. So when we do this movement, we have the option, we can always turn and put the foot down. Okay? You can, if that helps you, by all means, turn, put the foot down, and then re-step out for a bow stance, okay? Adjust for your needs. That's the great thing about Tai Chi. Yep, and just remember, arms come together. So we go from open kicking arms to palms facing up. Yep, kicking arms, right arm straight, and then close up. Yes. And then we're gonna talk about why they come in, okay? Does that help a little bit? Good. All right, any questions on that?
Can you tell me the meaning of that? What are you hitting?
So we're not hitting, what we're doing is we're adjusting, okay? So this would be, okay, so from strike tiger, this would be connecting out, connecting to someone, and then you would reconnect and you would kick away, okay? But this is like somebody else was over here and you're gonna turn and meet them, and what's gonna happen is it's against a push. So someone's pushing to you with both arms and you're gonna connect to their arms and take their arms to the side, okay? And then we'll talk about the other portion of it because that's the next movement, but I wanna break it down a little bit first. So this is, you're learning how to turn to transition, okay? A lot of what we do is stepping so that we can have agility, so that if we were ever in, say, a martial arts situation, we had a transition to deal with someone from here to over here, okay? All right, so the next movement is called twin fist strike opponent's ears, or boxing opponent's ears, but we're not actually striking their ears. What we're doing is striking their temples, okay? So with this movement, our footwork is pretty easy. So we're coming from that turn. We started with our heel kick and we did our turn, and we want to end up with our left foot to the straight direction, because we're going to sink down and we're going to step out in a bow stance to the corner direction. So this should feel kind of normal, okay? We've done heel kicks on the left side, stepping down to the straight direction. This time we're just starting with our foot to the corner, and we're gonna continue to transition and step to the corner, okay? Any questions on that? That's a little bit of a repeat. Okay, so the arms. When we're doing the arms, we've done our turn and our arms came in. So our palms are facing up, our knees to the corner direction. We're going to sit down and step. When our heel touches, our hands should be in front of our hips, making fists. Now, when we do this movement, we want to make sure that our elbows are not back. We want them kind of open to the corner direction, okay? Relax, the chest is sinking in. If we're like this, the chest, the energy is gonna be caught here, and you'll notice a difference in your breathing, okay? So let's just do that for a moment. So we did our turn, we're up to the corner direction. Palms are facing up, knees to the corner, left foot is just straight. Sink down, making fists, they come to the hip and your heels touching. So everyone relax your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, release everything in your body. Good. Okay, that's what we want here. We want to feel relaxed. Okay, let's do that again. This is a big timing cue here. Arms are up, knees up. Palms are together, shoulders and elbows are down. Move, shift down, making fist heel touches. Now you're wondering what's next, right? You can relax for a moment and I'll show you. What happens from here is your weight moves forward, you rotate your arms. Then your arms come up and strike your opponent's temples. Okay, so if I was to do this to the straight direction, we're right at you, okay? Shift weight down, making fists. My heel is touching. My weight's moving just a little bit, the knee hasn't bent yet, and then the arms strike opponent's ears. Okay? Now, this is one of those things that aggravates that shoulder injury of mine. So I want you to really watch my right arm for a moment. When we do this, we draw in, rotate. Okay, so you're here, rotate. Make a circle on this back side. We don't want to see you go from here, rotate, and kind of like, or punch like this, okay? There's a circle. Can you guys see the circle here? Good. This is important, okay? So you came down, you made a fist. Your elbows to the corner, it's not back, it's to the corner. Rotate your fist because you're thinking about these knuckles, first knuckles here, and then you're gonna come up and you're striking. Good. Now here, this is something Master Yang talked about today. Maybe your shoulders don't feel like they can go down, you're up here, okay? Maybe the problem is you need to lift your head up and then your shoulders will naturally go down. Okay, I found this very interesting because it's true. If your head is like this, it's easier for your shoulders to go up, but if you lift up your head, your shoulders kind of want to naturally go down. Okay, so this is one of those movements to check it in. Now, when you do this movement, you might notice that your hand is a little bit higher than your head, but that's because you are striking to your opponent's temples, okay? So their temples are going to be a little bit higher, right? Just a little bit. We're not right at our level. We're just a little bit higher, okay? Now with the meaning, we were just talking about the temples. This is a push, right? Someone's pushing to you. You're using both of your arms to connect down and take them out to the side. So it's a connect down. And this is where you make your fist and then you use that circle to go back. Yes. So it's connecting to them. You're making your fist and then striking to both of their temples. Good. Now here, it's important when you do this, you don't want your fist to come late, okay? You're gonna rotate your fist and it's already in position and then it's just coming and striking. Good. That's a big difference, okay? We wanna make sure we're not flinging the wrists at the end. We wanna make sure we're not kind of punching out. We want it to be circular. Good. I like when I see the shirt wiggles because you guys are doing the movement a little bit faster. It looks good. You can tell your whole body's moving at once. That was great. Okay, let's try to put it together. This one requires slow leg movement, okay? So we did our turn. Our palms are facing up. Our knee is up to the corner direction. We're gonna sit down, step into the corner, make two fists. Your heel touches. Shift a little bit of weight, rotate your arms. Then move the rest of your weight forward and strike to your opponent's temples. Now take a deep breath. Exhale, let your shoulders come down. Good. Okay, let's try it again. So you can shift your weight back, pick up. How did that feel? Was it a natural, easy pickup? We should be able to do that. For agility purposes, balance purposes, we want to practice that. Arms are up. Sink your weight down. Hands come to your hips. Make two fists. Weight starts moving forward. Rotate the arms. Full move into your bow stance, striking your opponent's temples. Good. Relax your arms. Shift your weight back. Can you stand back up? That means you had a natural stepping down, okay? Bring your arms back. Let's do one more. Shift your weight down. Hands come to the hip. Make two fists. Rotate. Weight moves forward. Arms come all the way up, striking to the temples. Good. Looks nice. How does it feel? Any questions? Nope. Rebecca, I couldn't tell if that was a question or not. Yeah.
When you are going from the open palms to making a fist, how far back do you want them to come? Do you want them to come back behind the hip joint?
In front of. So the further you move back, can you see how the shoulder changes to accommodate for that? If you're too far back, the chest will begin to open. Okay, see if I'm on the sides of my hips here? The chest begins to open, the energy gets stuck here. We want to keep your chest sinking and your back rounded. So they're going to be in those hip crease folds, maybe right on the hip bones. We don't want to be behind.
Okay, and then when they unfold to come around, how far back do they go there?
So we're here, rotate, rotate. So it's not going to be like this. If you come back too far, again, your shoulder's going to move forward, okay? You want to keep your shoulder in position and rotate. Okay, so if we do this, if we move too far back, the shoulder will move out of position, the chest opens. We want to keep chest sinking in, back slightly rounded, and rotate.
Okay, so there's a slight circle right there.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. So everything in the form is circular, right? Unless we're moving in a straight line to strike or fist, right? This striking is circular from strike tiger, right? But even still, this is a straight to the side at that point, okay? But everything is circular. So here it's to transition, it's circular, and then it's kind of a straight curved line, right? Because we're just going from the transition. The transition was the circle, and then it's a line to your opponent's temples. Yes. Okay, good. All right, let's put that together, okay? So let's start from our striped tiger. Okay, so we have our right arm is above. We're in a natural bow stance. Right leg is forward. Left foot opens to the corner. Weight moves forward. You connect with your left arm. Rotate your right arm to connect, right foot to straight. Stand up. Heel kick, open the palms. Bend your knee. Tiny turn to the side, so you're facing corner direction. Sitting down, hands come to the front of your hips. Rotate the arms, and then striking to your opponent's temples. Good. Okay, let's do it again. I'll do it from a little bit of a different angle. Okay, right leg is forward. Strike tiger. Left arm's low, right arm's high. Open your foot. Connect out, warding off. Rotate your foot and your arms close. Stand up. Heel kick. Bend your knee. Turning, close the arms. Sit down, hands come in front of the hip. Rotate the arms, and then striking your opponent's temples. Okay. Any questions? Those are 3 big movements. Good. Okay, so let's do it a couple of more times and just like link it together. Does anyone want to do both strike tigers? Yes? Okay, we'll do it. Let's do it. So we're gonna start, this is gonna test your memory, right? We did a right heel kick. We're standing up, right heel kick. We're gonna do left strike tiger, sitting down, stepping on one line. Left arm comes across. We step out and look. Circle the arms. Weight slowly moves forward, making 2 fists. Move back your weight. Turn your whole body. Arms relax down to the side. Relax your right foot. Step out. 2 circles, making fists. Open up the left foot, connecting, warding off. Rotate your right foot, close the arms. Stand up. Heel, kick, bend the knee. Whole body turns. Stepping down, make 2 fists. Rotate your arms and twin fists. Okay. All right. So great work today. I love seeing everyone's shoulders and elbows change during this movement. Do we feel okay with that transition in between? Is there anything I can do to help you? Okay. So you know what that means. More practice. Okay, so let's do it again, and then we'll close class if there's no other questions. So from that right heel kick through both strike tigers. Left foot's to the corner, right leg's lifting up, arms are out because we've just kicked. Stepping down on one line, both feet to the corner. Left arm comes across, step and look. Circle the arms, making 2 fists at the end. Shift back your weight, arms don't change. Turn your whole body. Shift weight back to the left, relax the arms, pick up right foot, step, look. 2 circles, making fists at the end. Open your left foot, waist starts to open. Connect out, warding off, weight forward. Rotate left foot or right foot to straight, connect your arms. Stand up, heel, kick. Bend the knee. Use your waist to turn to the corner, arms together, palms up. Sitting down, make 2 fists, rotate the arms, and striking the temples. Okay. One last time for questions. It's now or in practice tomorrow with Kelly. All right. Do you guys want to do it one more time? All right, let's close class then. We're half and half. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey,
Thank
Cheryl.
you, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl, that was good.
Thank you.
Thank
Cheryl,
you.
remember when